not showing up for some reason on my phone. That bothers me. Oh, no, here I am. Alright, never mind. Never mind, I'm here. I think I am. Just give me one moment. Oh my goodness, am I ever going to get to play? Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Alright, I got it figured out now. I'm just going to post this on Snapchat real quick. Alright, I'll play as long as I can. People are starting to move around in my house, and that's going to disrupt me because people are going to have to come through my studio. But that being said, let's get started, and let's just play for as long as we can, and I'll have fun. This is... If Chapter 3 is my absolute favorite chapter, and I can't budge from that, this is my second favorite chapter, I think. Remember all the voices I was doing. It's been a little while since we streamed. Arglethump also got back to posting. I think he'd already finished it, but like he still hadn't posted the whole thing. So that's the goal, is beat Arglethump before he posts the whole walkthrough. Right now I think he's doing side stuff between chapter 5 and chapter 6. So let's see. Yeah, I'm just kind of running around aimlessly. Ritual. Nah, let's go back to the Trouble Center. Bear with me, please. Alright, I still don't want to deal with Croup. I think we already found that, actually.
I want you to go find a legendary cookbook for me. It's in a pretty scary place, so there's no way an old gal like me could get it alone. Please come to my house in Roport Square for details.
I think I got it already. Yes, indeed. It will be done. Imagine if Order 66 came as a trouble. Would Mario follow it? I mean, you can kind of be a jerk in this game, so I suppose you could just go kill your nearest Jedi. Speaking of that, do you think Samus and Fox know Jedi? I like to think so. Would they be Jedi themselves? Oh well. Sorry, I was just screwing with my phone. But yeah, like I said, I think we can solve this one immediately.
Hey, you took up my trouble? Well, it's really important, so listen up, Mr. Plus.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Ages ago, there was this great legendary chef named Maitre Delish. Rumor has it, you instantly became a better chef by reading his book. Fortunately, it's an old book that's hard to find. Stores don't carry it. I've recently heard that someone who used to live in Creepy Steeple had a copy. Dupless? There are many secret rooms in Precipice Steeple, so it's moldering there somewhere. I just have to get my hands on the book and read it. Help me out, Shumblebum.
Rather old cookbook penned by Maitre Delish.
Ah! That's it! That's the book by Maitre Delish. Give it here, quick! Ha! I see! Aha! I've got it now. Just glaze a mushroom with honey syrup for a yummy hummy mushroom. Brilliant! Now I can use recipes that require 2 ingredients.
Yeah, I remember this feature.
Now that's some book. Talk about effective. Thanks, Mr. Saggers. Take this as your reward.
Oh, most excellent. So, yeah, we can now bring her 2 items, and she'll cook 2 at the same time. Yeah, as she says.
Now I can use recipes that require 2 ingredients, so just ask me anytime. I'm really going to put my soul into it and cook with a vengeance from this day on.
Excellent. Is there anything we can have her cook up that could be nice and helpful? I don't think so for now, but we'll come back to her, I'm sure, at some point. You hear the sound of Vivian moving behind us? Sort of haunting, isn't it? Anyway, let's see what Charleston has. Yeah, that's not worth it unless you've got another badge partnered with it. I'm not doing that. No, I don't need that. What a bell. It's a timing tutor. I do certainly have the extra coinage. You know what? Maybe I will, and then like I'll just play around with it. Yeah, sure. Thank you. So yeah, other than that, I don't think that there's like one more trouble, but I want to save that one for a little later other than the group one. So for now, let's just move on with the story, shall we? That's your brother Luby. Wait, no, I mean, Lufa. No, I mean Luigi. If you wonder what Luigi's up to, I'm sure he'd tell you. All you gotta do is ask. In fact, it kind of looks like he's dying to tell you stuff, so you ought to rap with him. That's Luigi's pal Torque. I hear he's like a totally excellent mechanic. According to Mechanics Weekly, that tool on his back can basically do anything. He seems ticked off, though. I wonder what happened. Well, let's find out, shall we? Well, I hit it to Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty exciting, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story. Let's go for it. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. The winner was Tommy Angelo. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they give to the winner, there was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed that away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. Cars were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I
I got one of the best cards, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green one went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off of my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazzafrash Town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry is spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat. And came back here to Rockport. And that's what's been up with me. Wanna hear about something else? No, he didn't even mention Tor. Gotta have some Tor. Yeah, I'm Torque. Indulge for a second think that this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals that. Idiot! I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair costs. Alright, well, you know, Luigi is rich. I have that in good authority, so just hang in there, buddy. Somebody might have anything you need. For a bubble, blowing up's like throwing a punch for an ordinary bloke. If you want to leave the biggest impression, you gotta do it with perfect timing. My mom said that once you learn that timing, you're finally an adult bubble. So that's a hint for later, spoiler alert.
Scram, don't talk to me. My heart's burning for my long-lost love. Yes, I'm speaking of the extraordinary beauty at the juice shop in Glitzville. No matter how many times I flirted, she never paid me the slightest attention.
Huh. Never did find out who she was, did we? One second. Dog's reacted to something. Sorry about that. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes. And freedom gives me wealth of spirit. Yes. Why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more? What is missing from my life? These tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Romance, emotion, or probably thrills. Money, maybe? I think it's gonna have to be romance. Romance, you say? I suppose one does need some romance in life. What other sweet, delectable fruit could make such many wonderful pasta salads? Or sauces? Ah, no! Foolish Flavio! Not romance, you silly man! What I need is a romance! Wait, hold the horses. That is it? Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills and emotions and even money. Do you not know the tale? The Pirate King's treasure, hidden on Killhall Key? Ah, well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot. But not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. Eek! It's because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Killhall Key. But that will not stop Flavio. The treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you are saying? Talk of a legendary treasure? Here beneath Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No. No! Now what madness is bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, I mean, show me. You're having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Keel Hall Key. You swine! You mean to steal my treasure out from under me, you awful, awful man! Well, now I'm confused. You're looking for things known as the Crystal Stars?
Oh, yeah.
But now that I am thinking,
Who else has ever said that in the franchise? Perhaps someone who has Fury and Mustard of Doom?
a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's home. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... Stop so fast, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what his business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keel Hall Key. Of course, the Crystal Star is yours. Yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. Huh? What's the beat? Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no shit? You unfortunate, foolish man. Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader. Yes, and you will be captain. Oh, wow, I'm not. That's actually one of my nicknames in high school, believe it or not. Ah, danger and adventure tickle me at my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. Welcome to yous and yours. Have a seat. This is Bartley's place. A humble little cola shop where folks make stories and drinks. By the by, there's an inn upstairs. When you're weary, go on up and relax.
Alright, so he said come to the harbor right away. Is there anything else we should take care of? You know what? Actually, even though I think we are gonna have to come back into town anyway. Yeah, alright, yeah, because of that, let's just come back and do it on the way. We're gonna have to head that way anyway, if memory serves. Give me a break, it's been almost 20 years. Our little rat friend isn't back yet.
So, you're with these other fools, eh? You only got one life. You should treasure it. But hey, if you do go there, give my regards to all my dead mates, alright?
Off to that island, are ya? Well, at least Flavio's ship is the best in the harbor. You gotta be fine as long as you don't see any ghosts. But Pirate King's curse is real. There ain't a ship on the sea that can save you.
Alright, quite the motley crew here. We have, don't we?
Quite fair weather today, eh? Yeah, perfect day to set sail if I do say so myself. Wouldn't mind a bit if the whole journey blew as fast today. No sirree, boy.
That's a Bob-omb sailor. He's one of the guys going to Keel Hall Key with us. Why do you think so many Bob-ombs become sailors? Kind of weird, huh? Well, I mean, it is just kind of a fact that some ethnicities gravitate towards some positions, you know.
Starboard ho! Port ho! Giant monster blooper ho! I'm practicing my hose!
I would make a Soldier Boy reference, but he's kind of a trash person. That's one of the sailors going with us to Keel Hall Key. He seems super motivated, so we're totally lucky to have him, know what I mean?
Oh, yes! I'm gonna be filthy rich. I can't wait to leave port.
That's Pop-Hatch the Bob-omb. He's a really salty sailor type. Totally active guy, huh? Yeah, he looks pretty... Alright, she's said that before. At last, my dreams will come true. I'm gonna open my very own shop on Kill Hall Key. I don't care if it's small and ramshackle. It'll be mine. I just have one slight worry. Kill Hall Key is a deserted, cursed island. You think I'll get much foot traffic? That's Thrifty the Toad. He and his brother own the Toad Bros Bazaar. He says he wants to go to Kill Hall Key to open his own shop. Not a bad dream. I get totally jealous of people who stay so focused on their goals, you know. But how many customers does he expect to get on a deserted island anyway? Oops, my bad. You look familiar. Pleased to meet, your acquaintance. They call that guy Four Eyes. He's one of the sailors coming with us to Kill Hall Key. I totally feel like I've seen him somewhere before, though. Really, Gambella? Maybe I'm just losing it. You are losing it if he doesn't look familiar.
I might as well tell you, my brother went to Kill Hall Key and never returned. I get woozy just thinking of it, but I've decided to work up my courage and sail there.
Well, good for you, buddy. That's a Toad sailor. He seems pretty freaked out to be a sailor, but hey. Oh, alright, yeah. Same fucking dialogue. Alright. Ah! Oh, for fuck's sake, you made me fall, man. My bad. Okay, go inside the captain's cabin. There is one more Toad you can speak with. I always dreamed of the day I'd leave this town. I don't care if there are pirates or ghosts or undead vampires where we're going. It's gotta be worlds better than this stinkhole. That's one of the Toads who's coming with us to Kill Hall Key. Sounds like she got tired of life in Rogueport and wants a fresh start on Kill Hall Key. Hey, she's young, you know. That's the time to get out there and try new stuff. Indeed. Indeed. That's what I keep telling myself. Whoa! I was gonna fall through the ship there for a second. That's the entrepreneur, Flavio. He's like super rich. He owns lots of ships. I don't know for sure, but it looks like this ship's his favorite. Ah, yes, so it is you, ah. Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavian, queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. Also seen in Super Smash Brothers. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, nothing can compare to her. One of the few good things that came out of Smash Brothers for 3DS. Not the only good thing, but one of the few good things. Ah, behold the elegant carve of her prow. She cuts the very soul, don't you agree? She is not just a beauty. She is a savage beast underwater, tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Ah, yes. Did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavia. She bewitches me. Yes, well, here is the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off with all. The navigator, of course, is the highest-ranked helmsman. They steer many ships, you know. Now here's the real problem. The waters around Kill Hall Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is a, how you'll say, a pickle? Oi, Flavio. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not teach me, Papatch. You can solve our problem? Then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a famed, no, a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery. A salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Peg is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the short seas of late. Bazaboom! Problem solved. Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. As is customary, my captain will handle our negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? Nope. No complaints.
Yes,
Sir, aye, sounds fair. Good plan. Sure thing. Then it is decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Alright.
Admiral Bobbery? Yeah, sure, that bloke used to practically live at Podley's place in the inn by the town square. Sometimes that lovely wife of his would swing by to pick him up.
Prepare to have your heartstrings pulled.
Admiral Bobbery. I'm fairly certain there was an old guy by that name living on the east part of town.
Alright, so like I said, we had to go that way. Let's talk to Podley first.
Admiral Bobbery. Yeah, I know him. You know, that house just past the wall on the eastern part of town. That's his. And I think both you and he would be better off if you just left him be.
Interesting. Prepare to have your feelings tested on Podley, by the way. It's so...
Hey, you don't have any good jobs, do you? You know, easy work, absurd pay. Yeah, like maybe something where I sing one song and collect royalties forever.
Alright, well... You could talk to Rick Astley. No, he did more than one song, to be fair. I was trying to think of somebody who only actually did a couple of songs. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go here first. I got distracted.
Welcome to the home of Merlon. I can power up one of your partners for 3 shine sprites. So, which partner would you like me to power up?
Alright, cool. We can do it. We can power up a couple. Let's skip Flurry for now, even though I was just saying I liked her. I like her more than most fans do, however much that's worth. You'll be able to use Mini Egg to make your enemies tiny. I figure we're going to be using Cena a lot.
So, you'll pay me 3 shine sprites to power up Cena? Yes. Shazumi! Shazumi!
My voice is sort of inspired by Tom Paine, if I haven't said that before there, and I was just thinking I need to watch the Clone Wars. I haven't finished the Clone Wars, I need to get back to watching it. It's so good. Clone Wars 2003 will always be my favorite, but Clone Wars 2008 is still really good.
Good, we'll power up more!
Let's skip to Vivian. She'll be able to use Fiery Jinx to attack all foes with fire. So yeah, she's basically a shadow... I would say human, more like a shadow fire flower.
So you'll pay me 3 shine sprites to power up Vivian? Shazumi! Shazumi!
I feel like there's enough in the game where we'll be able to power up Flurry, even if we don't really end up using it. We're not done getting a new partner, as you might expect. Or might know. Yay! It was like when I kind of a funny story. We will. It's kind of a funny story. One time I was in Lutheran youth. Well, let me find Bobbery's house, and if I can remember, tell the story after that. I'll tell the story.
I'm pulling another card trick today, making tons of loot. Somebody started telling me, so I came to hide out here for a while. Don't tell anyone you saw me here, or I'll smack you.
Yeah, tough talk.
Hey, yeah, it's me, Darkly. I like them places. Yeah. So how was Twilight Town? Don't you love how dim and weird it is there? I haven't been back in ages, so I should go there soon for a visit.
I can't remember if that was the voice I was doing or if I was doing more of a Peter Lorre type thing. Oh. I remember doing that at least for some Twilighters. In this east side of town or around, or right side of town?
Hey, it's the mustache. You remember me, right? Pierre the thief. I've got to be straight here. Ishmael told me to wash my hands of thievery. So, I can't be a geologist, I can't be a thief. What should I do, you think? Do I have no talents? Ha 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 ha! That's funny.
Figure out your own way. I can't figure it out for you, mate. Let's ask frankly just to be sure.
Bobbery, that old sea dog lives just to the right of my house if you're facing the front. They say he was a great and important sailor long ago.
Oh, alright, so we are in the right area. Good thing I asked. So yeah, it's that house. And then, but then the door's locked. Let's see if Ishmael has something to say.
Hey, you. Yeah, old Chumpy. You say you went to a place called Twilight Town? Doesn't ring a bell. Sounds like you've got a lot of problems to deal with, including too much travel.
Making sure it's in there. How do I get up there? I can't remember. It's been too long. But that's obviously what I have to do, right? Oh, I see. I think I see maybe. I need to get more creative. What? Damn it. Fuck this. Can I? Let me see. Yeah, I did. Sweet. Alright.
The other day I saw this guy jumping from roof to roof. Man, he was so dashing. But you know, actually, he might have been a bandit. Maybe that's why he was sneaking in the chimneys.
Or his son. That's Swindle the Bandit. At least I hear he's a thief, but I've never seen him steal. He's always whispering to Arthur about something. Interesting. Oh, alright. Yeah, so you won't do that as much as possible. Destroy this person's roof. Excellent. Good stuff.
So we're already back to making back all of our shirts. Oh, this character is somewhat interesting, actually.
Good afternoon to you, sir. I am called Grifty, the traveling minstrel. I spend my days here in leisure, spinning tales that spin the senses. I know but a few of the stories that surround the town of Rockport. If you'd like, I can share them with you, but it will require just a few points. If you're a tale you want to hear, these are the tales I can tell you. For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the fearsome demon.
So yeah, you basically get lore about the universe.
Ages ago, a city flourished in peace and splendor. It was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, it was a demon. The city sank below ground, and 1/4 of the old city became the demon's den. This demon put fear into the hearts of all men and sent out minions to take the land. Its palace grew rich with the treasure stolen from all over the world. If there was another tale you wish to hear, just ask. For mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the crystal stars. In order to increase its already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. The stars were scattered across the land, better to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain the stars still stands near Petal Meadows. If there's another tale you wish to hear, just ask.
Cooktail Castle?
Yeah,
If you're one obvious.
for a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the hero of the World Wars. One day, there came a hero who could vanquish the failed demon. The young trolls from Petal Meadows were strong but armed but shy of voice. All those around the boy teased him endlessly about the way he spoke. But when the demon cast its fearful gaze across the lands and reached out, the young troll used his strength and honor to defeat his demon. He became a hero to all, despite his old voice. If there's another tale you wish to hear, just ask. For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the wise Goomba. There was a wise Goomba from Bogley Woods, gifted in knowledge of the world. When beasts rose to take the woods, his knowledge helped the people fight them. And this Goomba, who knew the way that every monster was a king, she began to think of a way to banish all monsters from the land. If there's another tale you wish to hear, just ask.
There's another connection in the story that I'll get to later, but you have to wonder if maybe that was Goombella's ancestor.
For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the stalwart Koopa.
And could this be Goomba's ancestor?
A Koopa who traveled the world alone learned of the darkness covering the land. He went alone wherever evil dwelt, and banished it with its shell and sheer bravado.
That sounds all like Goomba.
The monsters grew to fear the scar little Koopa who thwarted them at every turn. The brave Koopa was finally taken in a trap set by him by the monsters. But then a bull who fought with the monsters came and used her magic to free him. The brave Koopa's spirit had melted the heart of the cold bull box. If there was another tale you wish to hear, just ask. For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the 4 heroes. Her powerful magic to learn more about the evil they faced. You cannot destroy this darkness alone, she decided, her face a grim mask. You need the told hero of Petal Meadows and the wise Goomba of Bogley Woods. The duel's magic drew the 4 heroes together to send the demons from the world. So, the 4 heroes finally set out for the Palace of Shadow. So, it's another tale you wish to hear, just ask.
I think we're actually, let's see. How many are left? Alright, there's only 3 left. Let's just get them out.
For mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the Deluge Demon.
power of the world-devouring demon was greater than any could imagine. But this wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan and set it in motion, banishing their fears. Boo's magic and the toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses. At that moment, the brave Koopa seized the stars and succeeded in badly damaging the demon. There's another tale you wish to hear just now. For a mere 5 points, I can share with you the tale of the demon sealed within. But even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars in that dire hour. She suggested sealing the demon forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strength with the power of the crystal stars. They successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together, they made it so that only all 7 stars could break the seal. There was another tale you wish to hear, just ask. All becomes legend. For mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of All Becomes Legend. One more. After the demon was sealed within the palace of Shepherd, many refused to come near that place of terror. But as the years passed, entire generations forgot. The penniless and the immortal began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became a populous harbor, the town of the rope and some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure. They were unaware that the demons slept beneath them still. And that is every tale we can listen to. However, there is a tale you wish to hear, just ask. Thank you, my friend. That guy's name is Grifty. He's a laid-back rooftop minstrel type guy. Fiddler on the roof. He tends to know all the stories that get passed around Rogueport streets. For a couple coins, he'll tell you one, and you never know, it might help on our travels. It's mostly world building, but yeah, I think it is worth hearing. What's this? Seems like there's nowhere left for us to go, right? Run! I can't believe I scored Kevin Spacey. What do you blokes want? That's a Bob-omb sailor. The workers at the dock say he's some kind of legend. I heard he was stubborn, but who knew he'd give us this much trouble? Seriously. Admiral Bobbery. I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please. Don't play dumb with us. We were already told that you are Admiral Bobbery. What poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator. You want me to do the job, So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea nevermore. But, look, we're begging you here. You totally have to. You're the only one who can guide us, our ship, to Keelhaul Key. This is serious stuff. Awfully sorry, dear fellows, but when I say no, what I mean is no! Now, away with you! He'll still seemingly let us rob him before he leave. I shall set sail upon the sea nevermore. Away with you! You feel what an obvious Captain Price from the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare trilogy. Darn, what do we do, Mario? That guy doesn't seem too stoked to come with us. Really? You know what I wonder, though? Why is he all weirded out about the sea anyway? We ought to find someone who knows this guy and find out what his malfunction is. And I know just the person. feel like it should be discussed mano a mano.
You say Barbary won't go out to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Barbary back on the water? Oh, is that it? Oh, I see. You want to mount an expedition to kill Hawkeye. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not all Barbary, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Barbary's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to.
We may hate sad stories, but eventually we gotta rip the band-aid off. And this is indeed very sad, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So prepare yourself for that.
In that case, get ready. Barbary's tale of woe goes something like this. Barbary was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now Barbary was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained though, and always waited faithfully for Barbary's return. And Barbary, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could. And all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus, a passing cold. No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Barbary, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Barbary, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since.
That's the saddest tale I've ever heard in my life. No wonder. Aww. Bells even has a sad face.
You all know his tale now. So tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea?
Let's be nice.
In that case, let the miserable old soul be and make your way without him.
Oh, so yeah, so you. Alright, so yeah. I mean, I knew eventually, obviously, the inevitable outcome, but I didn't know if you could just be a nice person. But yeah, we have no choice.
Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this.
The letter Scarlet wrote to Barbary just before she departed.
On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Barbary a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Barbary in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Barbary.
Thanks, Padre, and don't beat yourself up for this. We'll deliver the letter. Come on, Mario. Indeed. So, yeah. I thought he would give you the letter regardless. But in any case... They barely give you enough room to make it.
What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard. Not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon? Letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet? This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I'm no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Barbary. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a time. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time like love is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please?
Of course, of course. Barbara, you precious soul.
Yes, love. I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still.
Aw. We're tipping his cap in respect.
Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe. Bound for Killhall Key?
Oh, yeah.
Right. You think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off.
Admiral Barbary! Awesome!
Ship's in the harbor, hmm? I must inspect it before we leave. I shall meet you there.
Still makes you all misty-eyed all these years later, doesn't it?
Hi, Mario. How are you? I'm, good. No, very good. No, great. Lots of stuff has changed here. But not the older being mad at my brother. That's still the same. I do wish you'd come back to play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going someplace far away? Like a place nobody's ever been before? Wow, that'd be fun. I'm jealous. Well, if you ever have time to come back here, come play with me, okay? You have to promise. From Petuni. Aww. Isn't that wholesome?
Oh yeah, we don't need to go. We don't need to go to an end anytime soon. Let's see. I really want to use Timing Tutor. Is there anything I can sacrifice? Oh, I better turn this off. And then... Is there anything I'm willing to sacrifice? Anything I'm willing to sacrifice? Nah, I think we'll just have to wait. All right, let's just wait.
I can smell it the sea. I'd forgotten how sweet a scent it can be. That's Admiral Bobbery. All the dock workers call him a legendary helmsman. I don't know if that's true, but he definitely seems like the most capable sailor here. I know he's been through a lot, but I'm glad we brought him around, aren't you? Absolutely. And that was kind of scummy of Bob, like, not gonna lie, that he doesn't tell you about the letter if you fail to leave the man alone, because the letter changes the entire context.
I knew you would get Bobbery on board, you wonderful mustached man, you. To you, I must say, ahoy! I was wise to choose you as captain. Ahoy to me as well. Ahoy! My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies. Yes, preparations are complete. If you have no errands, we can depart at once. What do you say? Shall we set sail?
Before we do, let me start another stream.